tired, so tired from walking. And Lord, I'm so alone.
Also had a fair bit of exposure to people who, even my friends, who flat out told me that I was going to hell because I didn't believe what they believed. And that probably was the origin of some deep-rooted stubbornness about the matter. I really just felt frustrated. I felt like, I felt like your box was so small. I guess that if being that kind of Christian is the prerequisite for going to heaven, then I'm not sure that that's where I want to be anyway.
You know, when I first started reading a bunch of articles about evolution and, you know, seeing all this evidence for it and stuff, I was confused at first, and then I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know, you know, what was true and what to believe, and there was several times that I decided, you know, this whole idea of God just doesn't make any sense. Like, it seems like it can't be reconciled with, you know, what we know in science. And so, like, intellectually I have no choice but to give up God.
I think the biggest boundary between me and being a Christian is that I'm really not sure that I believe in God. You know, I can look at the Bible and say, yeah, these stories are teaching really excellent things. You know, we should care about each other. We should give to the poor. We should, you know, honor our families. We should, you know, we should love people who have betrayed us. We should, you know, all of these things are excellent lessons. I'm 100% behind that. But do I believe that Jesus Christ came down to earth, was the Son of God, was crucified and then rose? That's the part that I have trouble with.
What a beautiful piece of heartache. This is all turned out.
I say that for me the biggest doubt is the power of God. You know, and I would say that, you know, sometimes you ask God, you say, look, I see somebody who's suffering, or I see somebody going through a hard time, and they cry out to God, and I cry out to God, and a community of people cries out to God, and nothing happens. It's hard to say you doubt God's power. It's sort of hard to look at a mountain and say, well, God is not powerful, but sometimes feels like he's really reluctant to actually use it to help people.
A lot of the source of my doubt came from the perceived contradictions in the Bible. You know, the number of places where God tells the Israelites to go slaughter this population of people, you know, borderline genocide, and then contrasting that with the message of Jesus.
You could believe almost anything. You know, could a tornado come through Rochester tomorrow? Sure. Could an earthquake happen in Rochester tomorrow? Well, sure. I mean, almost anything could happen. But the really more important question is, what do you believe?